Yo guys, what's going on? It's FIFA Flow here. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome to season 2, episode 16 of the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about this last weekend's game week in the La Liga, in the Premier League, Manchester Derby with the Ligue 1, pretty good in performance by Paris Saint-Germain, as well as the Serie A with the AC Milan Derby. Guys, we're going to be talking about these four leagues actually. The AC Milan one, we're talking about a bit about that as well. All that we're going to be talking about today. So stay tuned. We're gonna talk a bit about that today, and then also make sure to go watch the La Liga video because it's a double upload. Whatever dates this video is uploaded on, it's a double upload. So we're gonna do the game week one and the La Liga one. So make sure to go check that out. Make sure to check out the last episode as well on the UEFA Champions League because that was pretty good as well. The next champion, there's no game week this weekend, so we won't be doing an episode this weekend. But probably maybe like the Bundesliga one or the League Un episode this weekend because it's national games, and maybe we'll talk about some national games with like we'll definitely get a talk on Brazil versus Argentina next Tuesday, so make sure to stay tuned for that next Tuesday. But maybe we'll talk about like Canada versus Mexico. I know there's a America versus Mexico as well, and a few other ones. So we'll talk about all of those. Maybe we'll talk about those. I'll let you know on the Instagram. So make sure to go check out the Instagram, guys. Make sure to go check out the Instagram. 53 followers. It's a very pleasure. Like I appreciate the follows. If you're there, make sure to drop a follow. It would be really much appreciated. The link is in the bio, and that's where I post everything, every single news over here. So the link will be in the bio, and then yeah, a subscribe, a sub on the channel will be nice as well. But anyways, we're here to talk about the game weekend. Let's get right into it. The La Liga first of all. Let's talk about Real Madrid versus Real Valencia, the Walmart Madrid derby. That's what I'm gonna call it because Real Valencia is from Madrid as well, but it's not like Atletico de Madrid versus Real Madrid, so not really a derby. There's one team from Madrid, I think Getafe Madrid. I think they're from Madrid, but anyways, Real Madrid versus Real Valencia. We had Benzema score of course and Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos's goal, guys. That was an amazing goal, very nice goal. I saw the highlights as well, and I really liked the goal. What a shot it was. Yeah, and then Benzema comes in clutch, securing it as well. And secures that one head goal before Falco scores. Falcao, whatever, however you say that name. But Toni Kroos, that was a very powerful shot as well. Very powerful shot. Was it out of the box? I think it was barely out of the box or something like that. But yeah, I really like that shot. Real Madrid at the top of the table. No, not at the top of the table, but they're one game down. So it makes sense. And since it's national games, they won't get that one game ahead. So we have to wait a bit. But yeah, that's a Real Madrid. Barcelona versus 3-3 against Celta Vigo. But keep in mind that Barcelona still have the backup manager, the backup coach. So we're still waiting on Xavi, and so make sure to go watch the La Liga video because we're gonna be talking about what Xavi can do with the lineup and like how he can make some money, which players he could buy to improve the club. We're gonna be talking about that in the La Liga video. But currently they have the backup manager, so he might not be the best, but that's their only plan right now because Xavi, he needs to get used to the area. But of course, he's played there for 17 years. One of the best midfielders in the world, legend at Barcelona as well. He knows the club, he knows the players, he knows it all. He knows the atmosphere, so he knows how to handle the situation. And I think he was one of the best coaches in the Qatar. I think it was the Qatar league, not the Saudi league. But whatever, Al Sadd, he's one of the best coaches. I think he was a very outstanding coach at Al Sadd with the Tiki Taka, kind of like the Pep Guardiola. And of course, Pep Guardiola did coach Xavi. Pep is like 10 years older than Xavi. Did coach Xavi at Barcelona. Now it's Xavi's turn to coach, and maybe later on it'll be maybe later on it'll be like, I don't know, the PK's turn to coach. 'Cause I don't know, PK, he's not old. I mean, he's not old, but he's getting there. We've seen him. He's past his prime for sure. But I mean, he's still running it. He's still running it. Yeah. So that's PK. That's where that's Barcelona. And that we're gonna talk about that in the La Liga episode. Just got confused there. But yeah, Barcelona 3-3. Ansu Fati scoring a goal, but unfortunately he pulled his leg as well. And that's right where it clicked in, where Xavi said, "Okay, we need to revamp the Barcelona, um, the Barcelona medical team." So yeah, let me stop talking about Barcelona because I wanted to talk more about this on the La Liga episode. So go watch that after you're done this. Because I'll post it around the same time, like 10 minutes after. After I post this one. Atletico de Madrid versus Valencia, another 3-3 draw. Luis Suarez, of course. Anthony Griezmann scoring a goal back at Atletico de Madrid. Went to Barcelona in 2019, I believe. And now is back at Atletico de Madrid. 2019 or maybe in 2018. And yeah, same with Suarez. Played at Barcelona, now is at Atletico de Madrid. And then whoever that other guy is here. And what is this? An own goal by Savage, the center back at. I think he's a center back at Atletico de Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, not much from here. That's really all I have to say the the La Liga, and then we also have a Barcelona derby next week as well. No, not this upcoming weekend, the week after that, because it's national break this weekend. So yeah, the Barcelona derby, both teams, Barcelona and then Espanyol, and I think Espanyol are not a bad club as well. Because there's this guy on TikTok, and he did like a tour of the Espanyol Stadium. They look like they're a very historic club. Historically, they're very older than Barcelona, I believe. But Barcelona have more trophies, maybe more history in the past 2 decades. Let's go on to the Premier League, guys, with Liverpool. Actually, let's talk about Liverpool first, and then we'll move on to the Manchester derby and talk about a bit of other games. Liverpool 3-2 lost to West Ham, guys. What happened to Liverpool? First they win 5-0 home game for Manchester United. 5-0 against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Very, very devastating moment, historical devastating moment for Manchester United. And we'll talk about them later as well after this. And yeah, it's a very, very unfortunate Alisson Becker own goal, and then we see Pablo and Kurt Zuma, the center back, scoring for West Ham, and Trent Alexander-Arnold and Origi, of course. Origi, you guys already know Origi. He wasn't a bad player a few seasons ago. I think 2 or 3 seasons ago. Trent Alexander-Arnold also scoring a beautiful, beautiful free kick. Slight touch to Mohamed Salah right by the ball, and then passes back and does a very, very powerful shot right into the net near the 40-yard line ish, I'd say. Anyway, honestly, this is a timeline actually say how far. No, it doesn't really say how far, but yeah, very nice goal from Trent. Very nice free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Didn't expect that from Trent as well, since he's a right wing back. Expected that to go from like I expected like Salah or like Diogo Jota, maybe even Bobby Firmino to score one of those, like to shoot it. But no, it was Trent Alexander-Arnold, TTA or TAA, not TT. Trent. You can say like Trent, and yeah. Anyways, that's the Liverpool versus West Ham. I don't know what happened to them. 5-0 against United. 2-2 against Brighton, and then 3-2 against Liverpool. But as usual, it's on paper they win, but when it comes to match day, that's not necessarily the case. Let's talk about the Manchester derby, guys. What a beautiful game. I fell asleep in the second half because it was 5 a.m. in the morning, so I watched the first half, and then I fell asleep on the second half. But let's go, guys. Manchester City versus United. I really liked Manchester City to win. My favorite Prem teams, Manchester City and Liverpool. They're up there. Liverpool not doing the best, but Manchester City definitely my favorite Prem team. Then Liverpool, then Chelsea. That's the list of my favorite Premier League teams. Manchester City winning 2-0. Own goal by who was it? By Eric Bailly, own goal by Eric Bailly, and then Bernardo Silva in the back, guys. What a goal by Bernardo Silva! What, most importantly, what a beautiful cross by João Cancelo, the Portuguese beast of a left back, in a 3-4 in a 3-5-2. He was he? Oh no, it was actually they're playing a 4-3-3. They were playing a 3-5-2. But in a 4-3-3, playing left back. What a beautiful cross in. Crosses it in. Let's say he crosses it in over here, right into the back corner, right back corner over here. And then you see Bernardo Silva getting a touch on it. What is going on, guys? I'm telling you, the whole back line here: Lindelof, Eric Bailly, and Harry Maguire, especially Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. You're seeing, especially Harry Maguire. All he's doing is this is literally Harry Maguire. Okay, this hand is the ball. He watches the ball going over him, and it goes over him. Bernardo Silva gets a tap in, and David De Gea just, I don't know, he just didn't know what went on, and it went into the net. And then I don't even think Bernardo Silva knew it went into the net. He went like past it, like fell over. He looks in, and he's, oh, it's inside. Goes for a celebration. What a goal it was! But I mean, it's not totally David De Gea's fault, in my opinion. David Gea, he was good. He was definitely good. It's the backline's fault. It's definitely, I think, David De Gea. Nothing has to do with David De Gea. He might not be the best like he was 2 seasons ago in his prime, but he might not be the worst either. Not be the best, but he not be the worst. He's getting better though. He's definitely had a better season that he did last season, I feel like. But I think it's the backline. The problem is the backline. And it might not be the backline, but no, I think it is the backline for sure. It's the backline, the midfield, and the manager, the coaching, the strategize. That is those three. Those are the three problems they have. You have Eric Bailly, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. What's happening is when the ball is over here, let's say, the whole team moves, like Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred, Lindelof. They all move to the left side of the field. And the problem with this is they're just, Manchester City are just gonna switch it. They're gonna switch it open on this side, since the whole team is on the left side of the field. They're gonna switch it to the other side, and they're gonna go and score. And that's what happened in the Liverpool game as well. And that's what they need to stop doing. They need to cooperate. They need to tell each other, oh, I'm over here, marking this man, marking that man. Play is slow. They need to do all of that, and that's what I need to do when I play football in my team as well. We have a game this Saturday, so I'll try to talk more as well. And that's what, it's a team. You're supposed to be a team, work together. What is this formation? Why is Scott McTominay in the middle? Put Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Play him as more like attacking mid as well. That's in my opinion. More like a 3-4-1-2, 3-4-3, kind of like that, a 3-4-3. If I had to sum it up, that's what I'd put it as. So yeah, you can't really play, like, I don't know what to say about this. And maybe people might say Scott McTominay and Fred are bad, but once again, that's because of how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is setting up the team. You're having like, if you go to the game before, if you go back to the Manchester City matches, let's go to, I think it was Atlanta, was it? No, it wasn't this one. Let's just go to like the Liverpool one. If you go to Manchester City matches, Liverpool over here, lineup. If we go over here, you see, if you have Greenwood on the right wing, Ronaldo striker, Bruno Fernandes center attacking mid, and Rashford left mid. All these four players up here, they are all attacking players. They don't really drop back and defend a lot. That's not what they usually do. Some players may do that. Maybe like Paul Pogba might do that. Luka Modric, box to box. They're not, but these players, all these attacking, they are not box to box. They may come back, but either way, if they do come back, they're not really the best players to defend like that. So that's why when we see, oh, Scott McTominay and Fred, they are very bad, it's because all the pressure is on them. And since all these players are pushed up the field, they have a whole area of the midfield they have to spread out and that's when it causes the whole team to come help that one player. They move over to the left side, and then that the opposing team switches it and goes ahead and scores. So that's the problem with them. But overall, I'm not saying that just because of the pressure, Scott McTominay and Fred are bad. But overall, maybe the touches they have. Get physical. Get physical. They lose the ball easily. Get it, like, dribble it or handle it better they get passed. Handle it better. Pass it away if you really need to. Don't dribble. Don't play with it for a long time. Just pass it away if you need help. It's okay to go back. It's okay to go forward because you'll create a chance going forward. But it's okay to go back. When you go back, Scott McTominay, let's say he has the ball, he's getting pressured. Be physical. If he's not physical, pass it back maybe to Wan-Bissaka, and then Wan-Bissaka will switch it over to Luke Shaw and kind of reset it. So, like, reset the attack, reset the pressure for that the goal opportunity, goal scoring opportunity. Reset it back to the back line, and then go forward again after. Because the thing is, when you reset it back to the back line, most likely the opposing team will pressure, and when they do pressure, you'll go forward. And when they go forward, that's the time when you cross it forward, and that's what's wrong with Manchester United. Yeah, that's a lot with Manchester United. We talked like a whole tactical stuff there, and that's what's going on. That's the same thing with the Manchester derby. Beautiful goal by Manchester City, playing a tiki-taka as well. And they played kind of like Liverpool. They got their 2 goals, and they started passing it a lot. They didn't go for another goal. I mean, they did go for another goal, but they didn't force it. They saw the opportunity. Okay, let's go for the opportunity. But it's not like, oh, okay, we have to go forward. Just run. It's like they just saw an opportunity and they went for it. Kevin De Bruyne making some nice crosses in as well. Phil Foden down the wing. Phil Foden. I'm gonna be honest. He was one of the difficulties. One of the very difficult because he's just running down the wing, and he had some very good opportunities as well. Kevin De Bruyne crossing it, but he didn't make it. If he didn't make it, we could have seen another beautiful cross and goal by Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne. Beautiful duo work there. Bernardo Silva, Joao Cancelo making some beautiful teamwork there with the touch as well. But yeah, and most importantly, Joao Cancelo playing a very, very good big role in goal scoring opportunities. That's in my. Yeah, that was the Manchester derby. Before we get off the Premier League, let's just look at the table. Arsenal, finally. Look at Arsenal. I'm proud of Arsenal, honestly. They're doing better. But unfortunately, the only reason they're doing good is because they haven't really beat the big team yet. The only really big team they've played so far is Chelsea, Spurs. Was this in the league? Was it part of the league game? That's the only question I have. It's been 11 games. We see 11 games. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, but okay, here, this is the first one. Is first Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. Those are really the big 3 they played, and that's why they lost a lot in a row. But after, that's why they lost this, and this, and then they started with they started coming back, or they lost 4 in a row. Yeah, I guess it's 4 in a row. But over here it says they only have 3 losses. I really don't know what's going on, but in the beginning they did bad, and then they started versing the easier teams, the under 13 place teams. So that's why they're starting to win. But now their next games are against Manchester. They have Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester. So these 3 are gonna be big as well, and might bring them down back to like 9th or something. Maybe Spurs will go up. So those next 3 games are gonna be difficult for them. But I'm kind of happy for them. I think they're very history. They have a big history. They have a lot of good players as well. Thierry Henry. Yeah, that's like the only one I know. I can think off the top of my head. But I'm kind of happy for them. West Ham as well. They are a very good team as well. And yeah, of course, Chelsea doing Chelsea over here, winning, actually tying 1-1 this weekend. But yeah, that's the Premier League. Let's go off to the next topic. A lot about the Premier League. Let's go on to the Ligue 1. The Ligue 1, guys. The Ligue 1. The Uber Eats League. Paris Saint-Germain 10 points ahead of Lens. And Lens actually doing good. What did they get last season? They got 7th and they're actually doing 2nd. I know it's only been 13 games though, but still very impressive for a team like this. They didn't like, when is the last time they were even top 5? Over here, no ways they weren't even they were not even in they weren't even in the first division of the League One. Last year, when they did get into the first division, they got 7th, and now their second year in the first division of the League One, and they're in second place after a third of the way there. Can you believe that? I can't even believe that. But very proud of Lens. But of course, they're not going to be the best team in the League One, the best team in the world. That's actually Paris Saint-Germain with Neymar, of course, lame because he's lame. Neymar, and Kylian Mbappe doing work out there. Neymar's second goal, especially, was outstanding. Outstanding assist, both assists by Kylian Mbappe, goal by Kylian Mbappe, and then 2 goals by Neymar as well. And I believe actually Neymar scored 2 goals and assisted Mbappe. Mbappe scored 1 goal and assisted both of Neymar's goals. So these two guys carried. Finally, we're seeing some stuff done by Neymar as well. Very, very outstanding. Very, very, very outstanding goals in my opinion, guys. Very outstanding goals. And especially since I'm a Paris Saint-Germain fan, I love those goals. Very happy that we won as well. And I'm very, very happy that we won. That assist that for the second goal, Neymar passes it to Mbappe. Mbappe is in the box. All Mbappe does is he touches it back and Neymar runs around. I don't really know how to explain it. But and they did like a 1-2 basically. Essentially, they did a 1-2. Neymar, Mbappe, right, one touch back to Neymar, right into the left corner of the net. So very, very beautiful goal. And then of course he does a celebration. He lifted his shirt and it said something on his shirt. I don't really know what it was meant to be, but I think it's for like, I think somebody like died, passed away. So I think it's to commemorate that, or like to like respect that. So very respecting by it. Neymar as well. So yeah, very nice as well for on a football point of view. Very happy that we won ici de Paris, Le Bleu Paris Saint-Germain. But in a respecting way for like his celebration, of course. Hopefully everything, whatever that was, it's fine. So yeah, that is the Ligue 1 with Lens actually doing very good. I want to see how they do because they got 7th, second year in the Ligue 1. So we have to. I don't know. People do say it's a Farmers League, but in my opinion, I know you could be like, maybe I'll agree with that, a tiny agree that it's a Farmers League. I think in my opinion, the Prem is the hardest league, then La Liga, then Bundesliga, then Serie A. Currently, then Serie A, then maybe the Ligue 1 at 5th. Now you got a debate in the Ligue 1 or the Liga Nosh, and that's what everybody's saying. Who is that? What is the top 5 leagues? Ligue 1 or the Serie A? And in history-wise, Paris Saint-Germain is way better than the entire Liga Nosh. But currently, in difficulty, what's better, Liga Nosh and the Ligue 1? So maybe we'll talk about that. The Portuguese league. If you don't know what the Liga Nosh is, maybe we'll talk about that in another episode. But yeah, that's the Ligue 1. Before we end off the episode, let's talk about the Serie A with the AC Milan versus Inter Milan, the Milan derby. Napoli at first place, 32, tied with AC Milan, and I think that's because of the goal difference, 20 goal difference, the plus 15 goal difference from AC Milan. Inter Milan with 25 points, a few what are they? Oh yeah, they have 2 draws, 2 extra draws and 1 loss. Atalanta also not doing bad, but Juventus, of course, Juventus not doing best either after Ronaldo's departure to Manchester United. And that's what we forgot to talk about. After Ronaldo's departure from Manchester United, Juventus, they did do good in the first few games with Paulo Dybala actually scoring a few goals, doing good. Chiesa as well. Chiesa and Dybala, they have a very beautiful future ahead of them, especially they're very Italian, Argentinian. They have a very nice future. They're young, so they need to get out of Juventus, go to a bigger club. I can see Chiesa maybe going to the Premier League. Dybala also maybe going to Barcelona, or not Barcelona, but maybe to like yeah, maybe to the Premier League as well. Both players going to the Premier League. They're young. They need to go to a bigger club. I think it's time, because especially they're not doing the best as well. So I think if Juventus don't get into at least the Europa League, Chiesa and Dybala need to leave because they are young and they need a better career for their future. And this is what I wanted to talk about of players leaving. Is apparently Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave. Before we talk about the Milan derby, but apparently Cristiano Ronaldo might want to leave Manchester United at the end of the season because of the way United are performing right now. They're currently not even qualified. Actually, I think they're qualified in the Conference League, but like, who wants United or Ronaldo wanted to play for United because United were a good club, and he wanted to help them even more to win the league, win the Champions League, win the Premier League. But now they're not even on the top of the leaderboard, and I know it's only the 11th game. There's like 38 games, 36, 40 games. But they're not in the top of the. They're not even in the UEFA qualifying spot. And Ronaldo's here not to play in the Europa League. He wants to play in the Champions League, and he wants to win the Champions League. Of course, it's near the end of his career. He's 36. Maybe he'll go. Maybe he'll do a Zlatan. Maybe he'll do a Miru. I think that's how you say his name. The Japanese 50-year-old, 53-year-old guy. Miru. I don't know how to say his name, but like maybe he'll do that. But like maybe he'll go further on. But I personally think he might retire in the next 5 years. That's my opinion. Maybe he'll do. Definitely gonna do next year's World Cup, which could be his last. But I think he'll do 2 more World Cups in my opinion. Next year and then 2026 one, and then he might retire after. Retire from the national team and a league. Or maybe he'll go to like a easier league. Maybe he'll come to the MLS. Honestly, I'd like to see that. If he comes to the MLS, white cap tickets for purchase by me, they're gonna go rocket sky because I'm gonna be getting some tickets to watch it. Maybe he'll actually go to LA Galaxy. A lot of legends at LA Galaxy. Chucky not Chucky Lozano. I forgot his name, but Hernandez. I think it's Hernandez, but I forgot first name and I forgot who he plays for now. But a lot of legends there. What's his name? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, David Beckham. And if you look at here, legends who played for LA Galaxy. Yeah, Robbie Keane, Luis Hernandez. Yeah, Luis Hernandez, the Mexican dude. Dos Santos, the Mexican dude. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Steven Gerrard, who's actually gonna go coach Aston Villa, I believe. Ashley Cole, center back. Javier Hernandez, I think this is him. And an American Landon, who's the all-time leading scorer for the LA Galaxy, probably. And then of course David Beckham. Maybe he'll go there because there's a lot of legends here. Well, and a lot of legends. Even I think what's his name? Ruud Gullit actually went to New York, I believe. Pele, when he was young, he played for New York. So a lot of legends. You don't doubt the MLS. The MLS maybe not the MLS compared to Europe, compared to the Premier League. MLS is like Premier League and MLS. But for ending a career, MLS is definitely up there. MLS and maybe like the Saudi Qatar leagues, like those leagues, because they have the money, but MLS has maybe more history in the past with a lot of big players playing there. So I don't know. It's either you want to go for the money or you want to go for easier, maybe like easier teams just to relax. You play but relax. So that's up to him. Yeah, for ending a career, you either go back to your for ending a career, you go for the money in the Middle East, or you go to MLS where it's easy to play and relax. For there, you're still playing football. Yeah, that's Ronaldo. But anyways, let's talk about the Milan derby before we end off the episode. A lot of talking though. This is what we want. This podcast, we're talking about game week. But yeah, Manchester derby. Let's talk about that. Why are we on AC Milan? I don't know. But yeah, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, penalty and an own goal. So yeah, I don't know what happened here. This is a rough game. Very, very rough game. Very close as well. 4 shots on target, 3 shots on target, 16 shots, 13 shots. Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well. What happened to him? He had I thought he got a card or something. But a very interesting game. Very tough game as well. A lot of tackles. Fouls as well. Look at this. You can even see 16 fouls at 11 fouls. A lot of tackles and fouls that happened. Very physical. This is what I mean. How this is how Scott McTominay and Fred, they need to be physical. Be like Zlatan. Zlatan, 40 years old and still doing goat stuff out to there. Of course, for AC Milan and for Djokovic. I think he scored in against Porto. Was that him? I know. I thought he scored recently, but yeah, he scored here last week. It was. So yeah, Zlatan still doing Zlatan out here. Um. So yeah, hopefully AC Milan, will maybe win the league. It's between Inter Milan and maybe get Inter out, but AC Milan and Napoli are definitely winning. Like they're they're defeating, destroying the league right now, and they both tied. They're both undefeated as well because I mean they do have draws, but I said undefeated with no losses. So yeah, very good team. That is going to be the end of the episode. We talked about the La Liga, the Premier League, the Liga UN, and the Serie A. Make sure to hit a like, subscribe as well while you're at it. It'll be really much appreciated. Go follow the Instagram as well because that's where we post every single news. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys. Make sure to go watch the La Liga episode as well. We're gonna be talking about Xavi's tactics and stuff, what he can do with the La Liga as a whole. And then yeah, maybe this weekend I'll let you guys know on Instagram. So make sure to follow the Instagram; it'll be appreciated. But I'll let you guys know on the Instagram if we're gonna be posting this weekend, the Bundesliga, or the Bundesliga episode, or maybe even the international game or something. So I'll let you know on the Instagram. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.